Rooting for Moog. Yeah, a lot of people think that I don't like Moog, but I love Moog. And I think at the moment I'm one of their biggest cheerleaders, to be honest. I uh, I go at them pretty hard because I want them to succeed and I want to see that company be resurrected is really what I want. And I think that they got a real good opportunity to do it. So we're just relaxing here tonight, having a little soda water and just a little fire here now. Long day in the garden, but got a lot of stuff done. So, how's it going? Welcome to the fireside chat. Rooting for Moog is what we're talking about, and Moog as a company in the past, the present, and the future. I guess the best way to break it down is Moog from the past, Moog at present, and then Moog in the future. Moog in the past is an absolute. What's up, Jumpstar? Yeah, no, I got one to go on there now. I'm going to throw it on in a minute. If you can see it right there in the bottom left. Plus, it's not dark, so it doesn't look as crazy. And plus, I'm running out of big logs, so I got to get some more big logs. But yeah, what are you up to tonight? As far as Moog goes, Moog from the past was an iconic and absolutely legendary company. Their iconic synthesizers, the Mini Moog Model D, let's just say that is Moog's bread and butter is the Mini Moog Model D. Although expensive, it's earned the ability to charge that amount of money, I think, because name recognition, sound quality, and the Mini Moog Model D has a sound that everybody who plays it or everybody who has one say that you can't really understand the analog sizzle and uniqueness of the Mini Moog, right? Now, personally, I've never played one. I've never had the chance to play one. I've played some Moogs before, and they sound great, but let's just look to the past, and the past was the Mini Moog Model D is the big one. Then we got some other synthesizers, the subsequent 37, the Sub Fatty, the Mini Moog, sorry, the Moog 1, Moog Voyager, and these are all synthesizers from the past that people absolutely love. And I was watching Noir stream the other night, and he said on his album, he did the whole, every bass sound on the album was done from, I think he said the Sub 37. I could be wrong, don't quote me. Don't ever quote me, okay? Don't ever quote Synth Samurai. Same thing happened after Bob at Selmo, the music, New Orleans, the price. Yeah. So do you guys think, okay, let's get this. Do you guys think that the Mini Moog Model D has earned, due to reputation, the ability to charge $4,000 to $5,000 for a 2024 Mini Moog? I think it has, to be honest. And although I wouldn't pay it and I can't pay it and I don't have the money to pay something like that, I think that it has earned the reputation to do that, okay? And that's based on the past. It's based on it being on so many iconic albums, being used by so many iconic musicians, and also just the build quality, the beefiness, and the sound. I think it's earned that type of price tag, okay? Just based on reputation. The Moog Voyager, I don't quite know why that one, Moog hasn't done a better job to bring that back. Well, let's keep on the past, and then we'll go to the present, then go to the future. That's how we'll lay out the theses now of why I'm rooting for Moog. Because a lot of people, I guess, who don't watch my channel regularly um, think I don't like Moog. I love Moog. I love the company Moog, but it doesn't mean I have to like what's happening right now. Do you know what I mean? So my perspective on what's happening right now, I'll get to that in the present and the future. But as far as the past goes, the Moog 1, people loved it. And it was very, very expensive. And it had some issues. So the issues were with the polyphonic. They couldn't keep it in tune and things like that. So that was the major issues. But a lot of people who got it said they absolutely loved it, right? So that was their one big polyphonic synthesizer. And now they're getting ready to venture into the Moog Muse, which is, we'll talk about, which in the future of Moog. The Moog Muse has the ability to revive that company if it does a couple things. So, as far as Moog goes, it went through its ups and downs, got sold, got bought, got sold, and now it's got bought again. And you can't fault a company for going bankrupt, making bad decisions. People make mistakes, companies make mistakes, and then they try to rebound. When it comes to the present day, Moog is bought by InMusic, and I would love to know how much they got bought for, but I can't find it. And to be blatantly honest with you, I haven't looked that hard to try and find it, but I haven't found it. I would like to know. What's up, Harmonic Sonics? How's it going, my brother? Yeah, so as far as today, it's bought by InMusic. What did they do? They made a few changes at Moog. They've got rid of a lot of the older staff that were redundant. They've moved some of their manufacturing stuff to Taiwan, and they've moved out of their iconic building and moved into a second floor of a building in downtown Asheville, North Carolina, above a record store or something like that, right? And so that's what's happening with Moog at the moment. There we go. Get that going. So that's what's happening with Moog at the moment. What's up, Samurai? What's up, George G's? What's up, everyone? Yeah, so that's what's happening with Moog at the moment. They're going through big changes, and with big changes come a lot of growing pains and comes a lot of conflict within the company. I'm going through a merger myself, and one thing I know about the merger is it causes absolute paranoia in the employees, and you're on a need-to-know basis, and what happens, a lot of people leave right away, a lot of people stick around, and the new owners like to see who's going to make the cut, Connor, right? So that's what's happening to Moog. And they've got this project happening, which is the Moog Muse, if anyone doesn't know about it. It's an 8-voice polyphonic synthesizer. We don't need to go into details. I'm sure everyone knows about it, but just the Coles notes. 8-voice polyphonic synthesizer. The marketing rollout has been iffy, but in my opinion, I've said this, I think the marketing rollout is slightly genius because I know they're leveraging cosmic expense. There is a place for that. Of course there's a place for that. And let me tell you something. I watched a guy's video today, and he had the Moog Sound Studio set up. It's absolutely beautiful. It's gorgeous. It looks amazing. And to me, that's one of my favorite Moog products. If I could get a hold of the Sound Studio, the DFAM, the Mother 32, and the Subharmonicon, I'd love to have that. It's just budget-wise, I can't do it now. And I don't think Moogs are just for rich people. I think Moogs are people who really like high quality sound. They love the brand recognition, and they feel like they can trust the company. And they've played Moogs, and they've really identify with Moog. So everyone thinks I'm in love with Behringer. I'm not. I love all the companies. If anybody's watched my channel, they know that I love every synthesizer that comes out. I don't make just Behringer videos. I make videos about every single synthesizer that comes out. I try to be the first one to check. I don't try to be, it's because I'm always reading it. I check out the synthesizers, then I try to make a video about it, introducing it to everybody who's kind of, so they don't have, the whole goal of my channel is to bring you the synthesizer updates and news so you don't have to go look. And within that little bubble, there's some comedy, there's some comic relief. It's not so serious. I'm not the guy who's going to be a video manual. I'm just not. For one, I don't have the knowledge and the skill set to be that. It's not my aptitude. My aptitude is just having fun, fooling around, enjoying myself, and like I said, listening to music, playing music, and interacting with people in the community. Yeah, I love all the synth manufacturers, and like I go after the companies only because I'm hoping, and why like a lot of my focus has been on Moog. A lot of my focus has been on Moog because I feel, and this might sound crazy, but I feel like things aren't going as smoothly as they could, but also at the same time, I'm saying that at present, Moog's marketing plan, to me, is slightly genius. It's causing a lot, and I've been a part of that in a weird way because I've been talking about the Moog Muse. I've been making videos about it. I made videos when it was called the Moog Mirror, and they changed the name to the Moog Muse. and I've been like keeping people abreast of what's happening only because I love it, and it seems like everyone else loves it too. So again, the channel you come, I love all the synthesizers, I love all the synthesizer companies, and somehow I've become the unofficial leader of the Behringer Bros, and that's just funny joke. It's kind of an inside joke, and oh man, everyone takes stuff so serious. It's so weird and so crazy. It just goes to show how weird everything is, man. But anyway, let's not get into that. We're talking about the Moog, the present day Moog Muse. So Moog's went through this transition. They're trying to reshape the company under InMusic, and if you don't know, InMusic owns Akai. They own, do they own Alesis? I'm not sure if they own Alesis or not, but anyways, they own Akai. Feel good, man? What's up, Hayes? How's it going, my brother? Yeah, so they're under InMusic now. So I don't know if they've let Moog kind of have a long leash, the company actually, and to do their own marketing, because the Moog Muse as a synthesizer has been in the works for years. The engineers absolutely love it. They were really hoping for a real professional rollout, a really, really high, okay, because the synth is so high quality in their eyes, they've worked so hard on it, they wanted a real high quality rollout. And I think they deserved a high quality rollout. So the rollout that they've gotten, what's up, Jeff? What's happening, my brother? I'm glad you caught the stream. We're just talking about Moog and just going through why I'm rooting for Moog. And people think I'm not, but I really am rooting for Moog. And I root for every single every single synthesizer company. What's up, brother? I root for every single synthesizer company, and I just love them. And like I said, I just try to bring some comic relief to this very, very rigid, very, very serious, very, very detailed genre. Okay, and I'm not from the genre. I only got into synthesizers in 2020, I think, is when I started. When the great, what do we call it? The great pause happened. When the great pause happened in 2020. That's when my friend had given me a synthesizer that I came back from Canada, and yeah, dude, I love guitar pedals. I love guitar pedals. I love the Mooger Foogers. But yeah, so I had my first synthesizer in 2020, and then I just got into this, and I love it. And people think I don't have synthesizers, and I don't make music, and I don't really know why they think that. But if you go to my channel, click oldest, there's 250 music videos of me just live jamming synthesizers. And that's how I did it, because in my mind, I was like, if I immerse myself with a camera on, with high pressure, I will force myself to really get in touch with these machines and have them marry each other and sing together. And I don't know if I did a good job. I didn't always did a good job. And yeah, I don't know if I always did a good job, but I had fun, and it's fun. And I mean, I love live jammers, and that's why I love all you guys, because a lot of you guys are live jammers and bedroom musicians and just people who like synthesizers and like having fun. So the Moog Muse had a very strange rollout. It went through the Super Bowl thing, it went through the Andrew Huang thing, Huang, sorry, however you say it, and it went through the, what's those brothers' name? If anyone knows the brothers, throw it in the comments. It went through the brothers, those two brothers, starts with an A, that little clip that Moog put on the Instagram. Then it went to Mike Dean with the real potato audio style. Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. I don't mind it. It's all good. It's all good. I really don't mind at all. You know, I really don't mind it at all. But then they had the brothers. Then they had Mike Dean, which I'm a super fan of Mike Dean, you know. And they had Mike Dean do the first sound demo of it, and then they went and had the Super Booth situation where they were going into Super Booth and they were hoping to have a demo happen at Super Booth with the Moog Muse, with Elisa Belladonna and Eric Norlander. From what I heard, this is all speculation, all maybes. I don't know for sure. This is what I heard. And then it got kind of outed on the synth tube scene that everyone had to sign an NDA, and they got to see it or touch it, hear it, or something like that. I don't know the details. And that was that. But we didn't get to see it. So that's that. So we're all just waiting for the Moog Muse, and then someone who has a connection inside of Moog got in touch with me, and they said, hey man, listen, Moog Muse is on the production line right now, and they're hoping to get it out by fall, get it in the stores by fall. So that's the best info I got on the present day scenario at Moog, okay? And present day at Moog, I think right now the best SKU, if you know what a SKU is something in business that is like an item that you sell. So in business, the more SKUs you have or the higher quality SKUs you have, you know, you try to make your SKU wants to turn the most profit. Right now, I believe that the Moog sound studios and the Spectravox got a lot of hate. I thought it was a cool thing to add to the sound studio. Very cool to add to the sound studio. Is it worth the money? I don't know. I haven't tried it. My initial gut instinct is I don't think so. But, I mean, it looks cool. It's a vocoder, an effects unit. So, yeah, I think it's cool. And then they had the Moog Labyrinth come out, and they just teased that a little bit, and that's the West Coast style synthesis. Don't quote me on it. It's an additive synthesis or something like that. And the additive synthesis is West Coast style, I believe. They got a wave folder in it, things like that. We don't really know too much details about it. So that's present day Moog. Now, here's why I'm rooting for Moog. The reason, is my mic good and the stream good? Can you guys like let me know if the stream is clear and the mic's good? Because again, I'm moving this table around the backyard and I don't know how good the stream is, but just let me know if it's clear. Let me know if the mic's clear. Love these little mics, man. I say it every time, but this company here, I can hear you okay, fine, all good, cool. It's got two little mics, man. It's got a receiver attached to my phone, and it's got two mics if you want to have two people, and it's got these little fuzzies. Really cool mic. It only costs $129 for both, and it comes with that thing, it's a battery charging pack. It's cool for doing stuff like this. Anyway, so now, back to Moog. Now we want to talk about Moog in the future, and this is what really gets me excited about Moog as a company in the future, because I feel like they have so many opportunities now to really make a huge impact. It's a super good deal, man. Look it up. I'll show you again. Saramonic. Super good deal. I think it's 129 or 149. Rooting for Casio. We're all rooting for Casio all the time. But anyway, so that's the present and the past of Moog. Fascinating company, fascinating history, and also super fascinating pioneer Bob Moog. All right, amazing. We love him. We love them all. We love all the legends. The Mount Rushmore of synth. You let me know who you guys got. I got Bob Moog. I got Dave Smith. I got Chris Huggets, and I got who else would be on there as synthesizer creators? That's the three I got right now. That's the three I got. Now, when it comes to the future of Moog, what I think about the future of Moog is Tom Oberheim. Jeez, but oh yeah, can you put him on Mount Rushmore yet? If he's still in the game, going head to head with old ULI. You know I'm in love with Tom Oberheim now, man. I'm on the TEO5 train big time, and I'm that close to buying it. Oh yeah, Roland. Who's Korg's original pioneer? So I guess you put the Korg pioneer up there because Korgs are legendary too. I'm rooting for Korg. I feel like Korg is, I don't want to say they're going down, but I feel like they've really, Roger Lynn needs a big win, man. That man deserves a huge win for what happened to him. A massive win for what happened to Roger Lynn. I'm rooting for Roger Lynn big time. Leon Theremin, Tesla, Edison. I wish Tesla made synthesizers. I want to get a hold of Elon Musk and see if he will actually make a Tesla car with a built-in synthesizer that comes up out of the trunk. And then a chair comes down like a bench and you can sit down and play it at the back of the car. So anyway, Moog's future, this is my opinion of what Moog can do. And you guys tell me what you think and let me know some ideas because we're just brainstorming for Moog here. And if Moog, if Jack O'Donnell, you know, kind of make fun of you a little bit, but you know, you're great. You know, I hope you're doing great things. And like I said, I'm rooting for you. Let's say, this is what I think Moog could do right now. Two things. One, they could make a SKU called Moog Lite, L-Y-T-E, Moog Lite. Same sound, half the weight, half the price. But you don't have to add half the price because I know they don't want to devalue themselves as a cheaper company. So basically you say half the size, that's better. Half the size, same sound. Or half the size, bigger sound. Something like that. You know marketing, how they do it. So let's say Moog Lite, L-Y-T-E, the Moog Lite series. That's when they bring out they redo the Voyager in a module. They take the Mini Moog Model D and they put it out in a super light chassis, but the same big beefy flip top, right? So the same big beefy flip top, but a really light chassis, cheaper but lighter, and they sell it for 2,500 bucks. Half the price. Half the price, same sound, Moog Light. And then you can go and find some other synthesizers like the Sub Fatty, the Sub 37, and maybe you put those out in modules too, you know? And another thing I think that would be cool if they did is if Moog made a, what's happening, David Cameron? How's it going, man? Hope you're enjoying your night. If Moog did a MIDI controller that was a flip top or the shape of the Sub 37, and it was integrated in with their VST series, right? Or you could MIDI it to the sound studio and stuff. Terrible faux pas, yeah. Yeah, good, bruv. We good too, mate. Yeah, so the Moog Light series, and then the Moog MIDI series, which is a MIDI controller that looks like, so say you want to take it on a gig with your laptop. Yes, Sub Fatty module, man. Damn. So say you wanted to take the MIDI controller, which is a Mini Moog Model D MIDI controller, super light. We're talking about Arturia key step light, you know what I mean, for the MIDI controller. And it's got the Moog just is mindful to how to integrate the knobs per function and stuff, so it MIDI maps any VST. Like imagine getting the Moog Mariana and being able to go and do a live show or something and have that directly MIDI'd into the Moog Mariana with the knob per function on a Sub Fatty chassis or a Mini Moog Model D chassis. Man, that'd be so cool. Sell it for 700, 800 bucks. Maybe, you know. I think that would be cool. And I also think, like, why not go back and start figuring out how you can offer some old vintage model Moogs in a more packageable form at a reasonable price, because now you got the distribution of InMusic, you got the manufacturing of InMusic, you actually got the marketing team of InMusic. Yeah, imagine patch storage. You know, I just think there's so much potential for Moog right now. So much potential, and I feel like they're just in this situation where, you know, you got to go through the chaos and the fire before you can rise like a phoenix. Does that make sense? You know, Super Mono Pro 4 built-in key step. I mean, the thing is I think Behringer has a Moog 1, and they're calling it the Memory 1, I think it is. The Memory 1 is going to be their Moog 1 clone, I think. The Moog Moose would be an epic name. The Moog Moose. Same price as SH5 clone. I mean, the MS5 that come out, did you guys see that video where they did the SH5 Roland? I can't remember the guy's name. I did it in my community. I posted the SH5 clone, and then they did the, sorry, not the SH5 clone, the Roland SH5 original, and then the MS5 from Behringer. He did a sound comparison. It was pretty cool. Not dead on, but I mean, wow. If you want, I got that on pre-order. I might cancel it. I don't know. I'm all over the TE05. The sun's going down now, so we'll see what happens. I'm all over the TE05. The Behringer Positron is nuts. Someone sent me, Rose Samurai sent me a picture of that in the email. I should do a little show on that. I should do a show on that. And also, you know, I'd love to see Moog do a digital kind of hybrid right now. You know, look what PWM just did with the Mantis, the digital hybrid. TO5 looks great, not gonna lie, it's sexy. Dave, you're right. Local Long McQuaid in Canada started to stock the Behringer. That's cool too. So Behringer's making some big moves getting into the distribution in North America now. I think they were having issues getting it out just via Sweetwater. So I think now with the Guitar Center partnership and Long and McQuaid, because you know they're going to make some moves in Canada, it's cool. But yeah, this is an exciting time to be involved in synthesizer news, synthesizer playing, synthesizer, I don't want to use the word because, man, oh man, talk about trouble. Talk about trouble, man. Yeah. I know. I'm excited for the Behringer PPG Wave. The PPG Wave for me, if they can bring that out for $799, but I'd say it's going to be more. Well, they made that message the other day where they said nothing's going to be more than $1,500. So if it's $1,500, anything, we can always assume that all their poly synths now are going to come in under 15, and that's exciting. I'm just hoping that the competition breeds competition, you know, in pricing and in quality. But right now, again, let's get back to Moog, because the general topic is Moog. Moog has the ability right now, after this chaotic run with the Moog Muse, and one of the Samurai's, KL Stay, he's always got the hottest takes. He's got great points all the time, and he believes right now that that Moog Muse is going to, I don't know if he used the word knock the socks off of people sound-wise, but it's going to be really special synthesizer if they nail the firmware, they nail the quality control, and they get it out to the people on time. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to do like Arturia. They're not going to put it in stores till everybody who wants a Moog Muse can kind of get one, I think. So the Moog Muse has the ability right now to pull them out of the chaos, and I'm super excited for it. If you've watched my videos on the Moog Muse, I'm so excited for the Moog Muse. I always say I'm rooting for Moog. I want them to rise like the Phoenix. I love the company. In the moment in time, this little bubble we're in, I'm just criticizing what's happening with the company right now, you know? That's all. It's not a big deal, is it? I don't think so. Not a big deal at all. But yeah, I was going to UFC's on tonight, so I was probably going to dart in, try to catch the main card. I know, like, so what do you think? Why doesn't Moog use the marketing department of Akai? Because Akai's marketing department, say what you want about the MPCs, and you know my history with the MPC. Is it behind me? Is the MPC behind me? Ugh, I thought I put that in the closet, but swear to God, I was mowing the lawn today, and I went around the garden bed, and I saw this little piece of red sticking out behind the garden bed. I ran over super fast. It was gone. I swear to God, the MPC was behind the garden bed. And I don't know how the heck it got out there, but I didn't have my phone on me, and I didn't get a shot or a video. So you know what they say, if you don't have the receipts, it didn't happen, right? That's what they say. So, but yeah, so I think Moog has the ability now to do, and Moog, man, if you wanna call me up and talk shop about some ideas I got for Moog, actually, you know what? Don't. Just watch the stream, and if you like the ideas, take them and do them. You know, most people will say they're dumb. You know, most people think I'm dumb and weird and cringe and annoying. Oh man, it's so crazy. Like, what is cringe anyways? Does cringe mean that you are unironically funny or something? I don't know. I don't really know what cringe means. But yeah, I don't mind being cringe because it's funny. You know, is this cringe? You know, I don't know, man. It's all good though. But we got, anyways, that's the Moog. That's my deal with Moog. I love Moog. The past is absolutely epic past. And you know what? Maybe someone should do some synthesizer documentaries and try to get them on Netflix. Because, man, the history of Moog would be fascinating to watch. And I know Noir does amazing videos. Man, he did two awesome ones. The magazine one, I can't remember what it was like, and he did a TI virus video. That guy, if you guys haven't checked out Noir's channel, he's got Noir A Blanc After Hours, which is kind of his live stream thing, and then he got his regular channel. That dude's video editing quality is so awesome, dude. It's so humbling to watch it, and sometimes I think about doing it, but my venture into video editing was when I did the Arturia Mini Freak demo video. I recorded the Bloodsport style Karate Kid scenario in the basement, and that's the best I could do. Hey, what's up, Noir, my brother? You're the man, dude. Like I said, go check out his channel, and I can't remember if it's on your main channel or the After Hours channel, but the channel where you did the magazine one, dude, it's so humbling, the ability and the creativity. And also, you've just got an absolutely amazing voice for that style of work. It's just soothing, it's nice, it's clean, it's clear, it's got great, I don't know, am I bigging you up too much? But you got great inflection and intonation. You're linguistically blessed, my brother, and it's been a pleasure to interact with you in this digital sphere, put it that way. And you got an amazing channel, and Autumn's amazing too, man. What a sweetheart she is. She's a legend as well, man. Super talented, and yeah, she's cool, man. You guys are both cool, super cool. There's so many cool people in this community. It's 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 such a blessing to be a part of this, and it's such a blessing to be interacting and meeting people. And I was talking to Echo the other day, and Echo said, you know, I think his grandmother said to him or something like this. He was like, my grandmother once told me, what's up, Machines One, baby? Looking forward to your song tomorrow night, man. I'm looking forward to Kumite tomorrow night. Noir, tune into the Kumite tomorrow night at 7 p.m., dude. And man, if you got it in you, make a track tonight and tomorrow morning. Put it up on Bandcamp. Send me the email, and we'll get it on the Kumite tomorrow night. Week 7, baby, championship rounds. Who's gonna win the Kumite? I don't know yet, because I don't know how I'm gonna pick it. But I think we're gonna do it by a group vote, and the whole Kumite Warrior participation group will vote on a winner. The winner will get a synthesizer, and you can use the synthesizer as a trophy, or you can use it to play, or you can do whatever you want with it. It's up to you. You can sell it. Um, and then I'm going to give away some Synth Samurai shades, and uh, and maybe I'll have a couple other surprises too. And I got to design that friggin' T-shirt. I got a couple of, you know what I'll do? I'll do a live stream, and maybe we'll design the T-shirt together. That's something you guys would want to do, and you guys could be like, nah, that's crap. That's cool. That's crap. And then once the T-shirt's done, it'll be a group design that we kind of did together, and and yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. Maybe I'll do a couple T-shirts, and you take your pick. And I'm gonna do them like on that site, just reduce it to basically the cheapest I can possibly make it. But when you get an epic T-shirt, it's got a big logo on the back. It's got something on the sleeves and something on the front. I like loud T-shirts. That's the deal. I love loud T-shirts. So if I can get the loud Kumite T-shirt front and back, yeah, that'd be super cool. Kumite Season 1's coming to a close. 2 weeks left, 7, 8, and then the award show. It's been an absolute humbling experience. I'm blessed to have met all you guys and I'm blessed to be hosting. I look at it as an absolute honor to host this show with you guys. And I know that a lot of people said it's kind of lit a little fire in them and gave them that extra motivation to get some old tracks they've been working on out there. Or just, like we said, we started the Kumite, was an idea to, what's up, Echo? The Kumite was an idea to help people beat the perfection paralysis, right? So you only had 1 week to make a track, and then you had to submit it. And I don't have perfection paralysis. It's a blessing and a curse. So I have zero perfection paralysis, zero. So I don't deal with that at all. My beautiful and loving and absolute fantastic wife, she has perfection paralysis. But when she does something, I'll tell you something right now, it's absolutely amazing. It's like when she does something, there's nothing better than when she finishes a project or decides a project or presents something she's like worked on, because she works so hard on it. And I know a lot of you guys do too. So yeah, the Kumite is it too dark? Can you guys still see? It's dark, but you can still hear me. No big deal. Um, yeah, so the Kumite's cool, man. Tune in tomorrow night, and I had an idea to do it twice a year. I don't know if that's too much. I went a little overboard, and I was gonna do fire Kumite, summer, ice Kumite, winter. Yeah, we're in the shadows tonight, man. We're trying to stay a little low key tonight, man, because holy guacamole. Trying to stay low key tonight, man. All right, that's what we're doing. It's low key, chilling like a villain. You know, whew, man, it was hot. Me and my wife had a, yeah. I'll pray for your brother, man. Yeah, so thanks, man. Fire's good. I need some bigger logs. I'm running out. I should have got. I need to get some type of ring light or something. Maybe it'll make it better. If you guys find this annoying that it's dark, just let me know and I'll shut it down. Low, low, low. Who said that? Flow Rider. Baby, get low, 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 low. I love Flow Rider. And then I found out that Flow Rider, his name, you know the song Elevator? Take me through the second. How does it go? First floor, baby, said a bird out of throw. Second floor, baby, said a bird out of burrow. But do that in like a rap R&B accent. Um, but Flow Rider actually stands for Florida. F-L-O, Rida. Flow Rida. And it's Florida because he's from Florida. And man, I thought that that was I think to me personally, that is the best rap name of all time because he's from Florida. Flow Rider, and he flows like the best of them. He's back. You know how much I used to listen to Flow Rider? Holy crap. When I was living in Korea, man, we used to get together and we used to pour up, they had a drink there called soju, which is like a rice vodka, potato vodka. I can't even remember. It's one of those two. They got a bunch. And we'd mix the soju with Gatorade to get those electrolytes. And we throw on Flow Rider, man. We throw on Tinchy Strawder from the UK. Any UK boys in the chat, you know Tinchy Strawder? Man, what a rapper. Wish I could remember some of the songs. Tinchy Strawder, and then N-Dubs, UK band. I used to listen to a lot of UK rap. I love UK rap. And who else do we listen to, man? Ty Cruz. You remember Ty Cruz? Man, I love music so much. And like I said, man, Dekumite is just humbling because you guys are all such crazy musicians, man. You're amazing. It's friggin' mind-blowing, you know? And I'm just some dude making weird voices into a mic. Korean backstory, yeah, so I guess I'll tell you the Korean backstory real quick. So when I graduated university in 2001 or 2 or 3? 2001, I think. What, 99, 2000, 2001? 2002, I think I graduated, somewhere around there. My parents had just went through a crazy divorce. So my dad picked me up at university. My parents were split up and they didn't tell me. So my brother knew, everybody knew, but they didn't want to tell me because I was in my last year of university. So dad picked me up at university. I had a little Suzuki Tracker was the car, the red one, the top used to come off. And dad picked me up and on the way home, he broke the news to me, man, me and your mom are splitting up. And dude, I don't know if it's worse to have your parents split up when you're older or when you're younger, but man, it just like rocked my world. And it was devastating at the time. And I won't go into the details of that, but got home and then I was on a little of a downward spiral, you know, I was like partying, you know, out all the time, just like, you know, trying to like numb everything, numb what the pain was, you know, and not like there was people have had it way worse, but man, it really hit me hard. So then I was like, you know what? I was working at Shoppers Drug Mart, which is like the CVS or like a kind of a pharmacy slash store, and I was like, I can't do this. So I found this ad on the internet, and it said, "Do you want an adventure?" This was old school internet, like I think it was like web crawler days or AOL or something like that, and it basically said, "Do you want an adventure?" So I clicked it. I said, "Yeah, I want an adventure." So I wrote this dude, and within like a friend from university, I was like, "You want to go, man?" And he was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And then he bailed, and I was like, "Screw it, I'm just going." So the guy wrote me back. He's like, "Can you be here in 1 week?" So I was like, "Oh my God." So I told mom, I was like, "You good?" She's like, "I'm good." I was like, "I'm going to Korea." She's like, "What?" I was like, "All right." Got on a plane, flew to Korea, taught English there, landed in the land of unknown because I looked the place up on the internet. Changwon, South Korea was the name. It's in the southern part of South Korea. And right off the plane, they put me in some crazy weird hotel. And man, I was in it from there on out. It was just absolute. It was like I went into total recall, right? Because Korea is like Tokyo on steroids. You know, it's like they call it the Ireland of Asia. So people just go wild there. So, anyways, I spent 10 years there. I taught I taught English. I taught every every level from kindergarten all the way up to university. Then I worked with Samsung and LG and STX shipping companies as their English liaison. So I would go into the companies at like 5 in the morning and I'd teach all their employees English. And then also go in and I'd be the English interviewer for jobs and stuff. So they do the Korean part because they want all the people to speak English who are on the white collar part of the company. So we do the English interviews, and then and then I went from that, and me and my friend from the UK, awesome guy, man, super amazing dude. We we partnered and we started our own private English school over there, and we ran that for 3 years. It's called a Hagwon, so a private English school. So after regular school, the kids go to what they call a private school, and they do English, math, all those subjects up until 10 o'clock at night. So we started that school, and it was called Ha Ha English, because we wanted to take the English that was so rigid over there and make it fun. So we had a lot of like field trips, outings. We'd take them fishing. Had a soccer program, do sports. So we had that for 3 years. Then we sold it. And after I sold it, I was just sticking around Korea for like just to have a good time for a bit. And I was coming back to Canada. And that's when I met my wife. And we kind of like hung out, hit it off. And she said, "You want to do one more year here, just a regular teaching contract?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll do that 100%. And we did a teaching contract together for a year, and then 2 years I think we did. And then so we saved up a bunch of money and then came on home, and then we got married, and that's the story basically. There's lots more there, and there's tons of stories involved. If you guys are ever interested in them on a live stream, just ask me, and man, I could tell you so many crazy stories from over there. So I've been all over Asia, every country in Southeast Asia. I've been to China, Japan, Cambodia, Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia, Singapore. Um, yeah, so it's cool. So that's where I met my wife, and that's that. I haven't looked back, baby. So yeah, it's very cool, man. I miss it a lot. I miss it over there, and it's a really cool place. If you guys ever get a chance to go to South Korea, man, it's like a hidden gem, man. Not a lot of people pick that spot as like a vacation spot, but it's an absolutely beautiful hidden gem of a country, man. It's like the people are amazing, the food's amazing, um, the mountains are amazing. If you like hiking and stuff, it's amazing. It's on the coast. They got beaches, and man, it's awesome. And then it's such a hop, skip, and a jump to go to all these other cool countries like Hong Kong. I guess that's not a country, or is it? Is that controversial? Or Japan, or all those other places, man. It's cool. The hotels, so they got hotels from the highest of high, like the Hyatt, Marriott style, super high quality hotels, but they also got these things called love hotels or love motels. And you go to the love motel, and everyone's got a big old hot tub in the middle of the room, a bed, and they got like a machine outside with like all your, you know, intimate style products if you need them. It's wild, dude. And every building's got a singing room in it, like a karaoke room. And there's all these vans driving around all the time with what we call ladies of the night. So when you go to a karaoke room with a bunch of Koreans, they'll be like, order some girls. So then a bunch of girls will show up, and they just pour the drinks. So they just hang out with you, sing, pour your drinks, and then they go on their way to wherever, and you go on your way to wherever. So that's cool, man. Yeah. So Korea's really cool. It's a very cool spot, very, very cool. So maybe that's, I don't know. And that's the kumite, man. It's the kumite, Asian flavor. And then oh yeah, while I was also over in South Korea, I I got into doing MMA, martial arts and stuff, and I became started amateur kickboxing and Muay Thai. Then I went to Thailand on like 3 or 4 or 5 trips, trained Muay Thai in Thailand. Came back to Korea, went pro, and I had 3 professional fights in Thailand, or sorry, in South Korea. Those were wild, dude. We'd go to the countryside, and there'd be a huge ring set up outdoors by the river. All these Koreans would show up, and my coach would pit me against like Korean legend, because they always want the foreigner to get their ass kicked, right? So I got matched up against legends. I had 3 or 4 amateur MMA bouts over there too, but I had 6 amateur kickboxing and then 2 pro kickboxing. Phil Nurse is amazing. I love Phil Nurse, dude. I'd love to go to New York and train with Phil Nurse. So maybe what I'll do is I'll turn that. I think I got one of the kickboxing videos. Maybe I'll upload it and turn it to a comic book and put Synth over it or something funny if you guys want to see it. Yeah. So that's that, man. I want to get back into it. It's pretty dark here now, so I'm going to wrap it up and just enjoy the rest of the fire with the lady. Head inside maybe and catch the last bit of the UFC. Hope you guys have an amazing night. You can't see me right now, but I'm still here. Anyways, fellas, you guys take it easy. If there's any ladies in the chat, you take it easy too. If there's anyone else in the chat, you take it easy too. And enjoy your evening. I love you all. See you at the Kumite tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern. Sloo, sloo.